we're going to be doing the VRChat Purity Test. This is something that was going around on Blue Sky. I see people post their scores, everything like that. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out. Now, this isn't a test. This isn't to test how a lot of the questions are related to degeneracy, of course, but you don't. The point is, it's not aimed to get a low score. Don't feel bad if you're not, if you don't participate in the deeper abyss of the VR chat. If you get a high score, good for you. You're not as bad as us. Definitely, I know I'm probably gonna get a low score. Don't feel bad if you get a high score. That's probably for the best. I know a couple of us here are probably gonna get into the 50s. I highly doubt, honestly,
Again, do not dox
I highly
yourself.
doubt anyone's gonna get below 50, but fucking surprise me. You know what? Don't surprise me. Yeah, don't dox yourself. No explicits. We're not going to reveal answers. I'm going to go through the questions one by one. People can check them off. We'll discuss them a little bit, but and then we'll compare the scores at the end, and do all that. So, all right. We're gonna start with the first. Okay, if everyone's ready, of course, I'm sure everyone here. Have you made an official VRChat account? I'm sure most people here have. And it was, I had no idea about the, as someone who's used it, what is my hours now? Like 3,500? I had no idea that people can just, make, unofficial accounts.
What? Oh my god.
So, yeah, I've got 3,500. It's getting up there. It's getting close to, it's
the other direction. You fall asleep in here. I thought you'd be on here way more than that.
Oh, no. It's not that bad. It's not that bad yet.
Their soul can still be saved.
Actually, most of that time is me sitting in VR and working, and just working on stuff rather than sleeping. I do sleep here or there, but yeah. I had no idea that people can just make unofficial accounts, through Steam. I kind of knew about the Steam, combining the Steam account with the VRChat website or something like that. But I guess people can just make those accounts, but I kind of wish it was a little more filtered, perhaps, to just the official accounts. But everyone has one here, so I have no doubts about that.
God, would people do that? Just go on the internet and make accounts?
Have you spent over $2,000 on VR, which includes headset, full body tracking, graphics cards? Now, if you're like me, and you got an index headset, combined with the taxes on my state, that's an extra $100, so that's already $1K plus 100 plus what is the Vive trackers? I got Vive trackers too, so those were I got those on sale.
I got 3
Does anyone remember the price of the original 2.0s?
$600.
For 3?
Yes.
It was it should be said that the graphics card listing on that option should not count if you just did a general PC upgrade and VR happened to be a byproduct.
Counterpoint? Anyone that got into VR during the pandemic, and I realized this about myself when he was asking this question before, if you bought a graphics card during the pandemic for VR to stop from going insane, you probably already cleared $2,000.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah, so it wouldn't count if you did a general PC upgrade and then got a VR. I don't think it counts. I definitely, as I mentioned before, many times, a lot of the VR is definitely something that has pushed my PC compared to anything else I play gaming wise. So those doing dance clubs and stuff like that kind of shit really pushes my computer. So I've had to do. It's pushing me to upgrade motherboard, graphics card, processor, even the battery, the power source. So I've had to do RAM. Yep, RAM is another thing. Need enough RAM for VRC for some maps, because that's the thing about VRC is that depending on the maps you go into, or if you're going to events with a bunch of people, you're gonna need that extra power.
VRAM especially.
VRAM.
Oh yeah,
VRAM's one of the reasons I'm upgrading this generation. 10 is not enough.
Have you? Okay, this one's going to be kind of funny. You can actually tell me about this if you want, because if you want to, if you're comfortable. Have you told at least 3 people in real life you play VR?
Oh yeah.
Have you revealed that you play?
I've shown my avatar to people.
This doesn't say VRChat, but I'm gonna assume it means VRChat, so maybe.
How many normies have you
I've
converted?
definitely told 3 normies at least.
I have converted quite a few, actually.
I think some family members know about it, and then there's like my realtor. I tell her, okay, my
Your
realtor is like
realtor knows
farthest.
so much.
I'm friends with her. I talk to her about it a lot. She's a good friend, and I mentioned to her like me doing stuff in VR and being able to meet up with friends and all the stuff that we do, the dancing and everything like that. And I think like she's like, good for you, like that's cool. But I'm sure she's like trying to wrap her head around it because that's the furthest away from like the kind of stuff she does.
Yeah, no, God,
like
that's
she's not
literally
really
the opposite. Her job is real estate. This is the opposite of real estate. This is literally fake.
Yeah. The thing is I so badly. One thing I wanted to do is to get people like that in VR because to show them, hey, you can actually go into houses. Like people make like houses, even ones that look pretty realistic in VR, even in VRChat, and just show them, hey, this is something that you can do in VR and would actually be really cool for real estate. Because they actually do have 3D virtual tours on websites, when they're trying to show you houses. It's like, hey, well, I mean, I'm sure someone can't like recreate it exactly, but that would be a cool thing, for real estate, maybe in the future for people to do, to actually have them like sort of get an idea of the layout in VR.
Blue Road.
Oh, Blue Lake Road.
I managed to convince my parents
Blue
to
Lake
check
Road.
out VRChat very briefly. I took them to Astral Bounds and showed them all the cool,
that's
animations.
a great one.
They loved it. They thought it was so cool. So it's really cool to be able to do that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I stuck my stepdad in here when he was going through chemo. It didn't end well, but
Uh-oh.
he gave it a shot.
Did he get overwhelmed or was it a little too much?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Have you logged onto VR for 7 consecutive days? So basically every day of the week.
Well, you
I'm
know
gonna
the
say
answer.
tentative yes for that one because I can't be sure, but I'm pretty confident when I first started. I did.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
It's hard. This one is hard to tell because maybe like.
Have you really had a
Basically, just in VR
hankering for
zones.
VR so bad that you just every day? I've had that. That's definitely happened to me. I've had moments,
Okay, I think.
where I could take a break
I think I
from
might
it.
have done
so.
it at least once. So I can't say for certain, but I think.
Have you logged? Have you logged into VR for 30 consecutive days? I don't even think I don't think I have.
I think we got.
I think I've gotten close,
not-
but yeah.
At least in the last
Yes.
couple of months, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely
Okay.
have. Good.
It's addictive.
That is
Good.
It is addictive.
That's getting close. That's
Yeah.
hard to know.
Touch grass.
80 hours a
I have
week.
to
That
think.
You
is
know
like
what? Can I
12
can I
hours.
mention something
don't
about
think
the
I've
whole
done it
touch
that
grass
much.
thing? Can we have like a reality check? Because if anyone tells you, especially if you live in the city, if anyone tells you to touch grass, go outside and show them the concrete outside and go,
grass?
what grass? There's
Yeah,
fucking
show them the
concrete out here.
What grass?
So, I mean, it's just a
What
figure of
grass?
speech.
Yeah, I know, but I meant literally. I meant
know,
just,
but-
yeah, you want me to go outside?
Pedantic as fuck.
Concrete. There's concrete
leave off the
everywhere.
other part.
Concrete. Have you spent over 80 hours in a week on VR?
That is
Damn, that's over
that
a
is
full-time
half-
job.
That is a full
Yeah, I have a
full-time
full-time job.
jobs.
That's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
spread it out over a week.
How?
That would
You
be
sleep
like
in
12
VR.
hours over the course of 7 days.
Oh, man.
Maybe
not me.
10 on a few.
I feel like I've.
So that'd be like a full week of half your day filled in VR.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I've been
Jesus.
If you
really
won the
close,
lottery,
but
maybe.
like it's not enough. So I'm gonna have to pass.
I think spending 80 hours a week would legitimately hurt your eyes.
Some people
I can't do
are
80 hours a week doing it.
some people have to, they've been using VR enough to
Yeah.
where it just doesn't affect you. I think like at most, generally, people can tolerate like anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, but there are a lot of people who can go beyond that very easily. I can do that as well. It just depends on like, your eyeballs and the headset and just a lot of factors. So your eyeballs don't dry out.
Sorry, how long have I been staying in VR? It's more than 7 hours
no,
a
I
day
think your
now,
average
right?
person went.
That's way too
Sometimes-
long.
When we do it, yeah.
Yeah. You played VR for over 1,000 hours. Yeah, I would say definitely over.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. So, does anyone want to reveal like their
I'm
damage?
assuming this is VR in general.
It does say
My
VR,
damage?
but
I don't mind.
If it's VR in
just checked,
general,
yes.
if it's, I don't know if I want to include VR in general because my VR time is definitely way higher. Just from, and that could be from idling too.
don't ask me how many
Like
hours I have an
20
RPG
something
Maker though.
3,273.
Yeah, but
Is
you
that
can know
VR
it's the
Chat or
right
Steam
thing.
VR?
You know what?
I'm about 4,000.
How about this
VR
for
chat.
this? Since this is mainly about VR
Most of that's
chat,
probably desktop.
this is just going to be VRChat
That's
hours instead of VR. So count your VR or your VRChat hours and not VR because that's probably going to be way higher.
Back when I first started getting into VR, it would almost be impossible to count those hours because that was weird demos and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And bespoke games and like getting Alien Isolation running on my Gen 1 Vive.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I was so sick after playing that.
Okay, have you played VR for... Has anyone clocked 5K in hours in VR chat yet?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh.
No.
Not
I've
in
known,
VR chat. VR
I've
general,
run into
yes.
people who have played... God. I think I ran
I
into someone
can't
that played
even
like
imagine.
9,000 hours. They must have been playing it since it started or something, because there are
Jesus
people who are up...
Over now.
Yeah, who
I've-
have been...
We're pushing like the 10-year anniversary of VRChat.
Oh, yeah.
So
10 years? Really?
it's super possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Came
I
out in
started
2016,
in
right?
2016.
I have met people.
Oh,
I have met
even
people
earlier?
that have over 10,000 hours in there.
Yeah, it's actually the next question. 10,000 hours. I highly doubt anyone here, including me, has done 10,000, so I'm going to skip that.
10,000
10,000,
hours.
yeah. 10,000.
10,000 hours is the equivalent of 416.6 repeating days.
That's over a year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And?
a year and a third.
That's.
Damn.
Yep.
I mean, you know the thing about mastery, right? 10,000 hours at a skill to achieve mastery. So, it's
Yep.
mastering the skill of not having any physical social skill.
You don't have to reveal this because I know some people are more new to VRChat and use VRChat different ways and maybe not as social. This one is, do you have more than 100 friends added on VR?
No.
Oh,
Obviously.
wow.
Should
Does
I?
the UI even support the next one?
Curry's over there just like, oh no.
I'm actually, okay, if you guys don't mind, it's probably going to be no surprise that mine's above 100. And I'm not trying to brag, I'm just saying it's because of associations that, I mean, of course, and I do events and group stuff, so that's totally understandable in my case.
My
Corvus,
dude, I have 79 online right now.
okay, that is the one difference between you and me, is that most of compared to you, a lot of the people on my friend list don't fucking even use VRChat that much. Like, it's like, there are people who probably
Wouldn't
added
it be
me.
considered an acquaintance list instead of a
Again,
friends
yeah,
list?
no, it's like
Yeah.
it's your job or extended socials around like work that you do.
Okay, have you prioritized your friends and favorite groups? I kind of use favorite groups. I actually don't use it that much because I have
didn't know they
different
existed.
groups for different friend groups in VRChat ever since they introduced the group thing. So that's really useful. So I just use that.
Yes.
You know?
You organize your friends in tier lists and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that
Or-
because of the question.
Alternately, not tier lists. Let's say you have a
Freeball
group
it.
of people that are part of a community. Yeah, freeball it.
Free ball.
Or you have a group of people
Freeball
that
it.
are more mature than others,
Free ball your friends.
and you have a group of people that are just shit posters
Freeball
and
your
other,
friends, no.
which is my
Are you
setup.
really friends if you don't freeball each other?
Next one I'm a little confused about. Maybe our groups would count as this. It says, have you joined a social club? So what counts as a social club in VRChat? Would it be just
Yeah, is this
Like-
group a
like-
social
kinda
club?
is one.
friends?
Like
Like,
friends.
I
Yeah.
would count this as a
Organizations.
social club.
yeah, so I'd say
This kind of
yes.
feels.
I guess.
And then yes.
Yeah.
Like my reading of that was, are you a part of any bar groups? Like anyone that has, to check ID or whatever at the door and you join the group and all that.
Yeah, there's many different.
Because there's a lot of
groups.
those.
Oh, totally, yeah. Have you been? Okay, it's gonna start getting weird. Now, this is something I wasn't quite aware of, but it doesn't surprise me. Have you been a part of a VR family? And if someone would like to explain what that is, because I am not as well enlightened about
In
this.
what context?
I feel like
don't
this
know what that
context
means.
is weird.
Specific
The
Yeah.
answer is probably no.
Yeah.
Does anyone? I mentioned this
Like,
briefly
actual
earlier in
family?
the Discord. Does anyone feel like they
That's
can
what I
offer a better
presumed.
explanation than me?
Like, I consider you my family.
I mean, okay.
Well-
The thing is like,
Well,
What
if
am
you
I-
consider
what?
me your family, why haven't you put me as your dad
Wait,
in
no,
your
I'm
fucking
trying to
bio?
say.
Which is kind of the thing
conversations, like-
with the question that's being asked.
yeah, it's
Actually
actual
leaving it all
serious
over the
RP,
place.
The
family
question that's
RP,
being
as
asked
far
is
as far
different.
as I
This
know.
is like a serious RP family.
That'd be like me being your actual dad and playing the
In my
dad
opinion,
role, and
your
seriously,
father
like,
won't.
That is very odd to me, but I suppose if it's consensual.
Two consenting adults pretending to be kids. It's
Yeah.
you know what? Actually,
really weird.
we'll just not go into that further. Now that I think about it, I
Let's
didn't even
just-
think
That's
about
a
that
whole
part
other
of it.
topic.
I was thinking like, oh, the mom
Ah.
and oh, the dad and oh, the sister who's a similar age to you and.
fucking no.
Oh man! Oh, it's worse. Okay, we won't delve into that then. Have you bought? Have you
Move on,
bought?
next question.
Next question, please.
Next question.
Have you bought VRChat Plus? I would say yes.
Next
I have done that. I have made use of
No,
it.
I have not.
I actually haven't.
I have.
I'm surprised by that.
It does. Okay, I will say it. I definitely had to in many cases because you cannot create groups without VR Plus. However, you can keep your groups if you're not paying for it anymore. It just cuts some of the features of it, like moderating features. But I mean, groups totally useful for me. There's some privacy related stuff like changing your thumbnails so people don't see what avatars you're wearing. You know, other things I can't
And
think
you can
of.
upload a really cool PFP.
Yeah.
Also, you can make custom stickers. I mean, God, this is going to turn into an ad for VRChat Plus.
Yeah, we have, do I even still have
I wish
it?
there was
There's
more stuff
custom
worth.
emoji.
I have, let me see if I even have my custom. Yeah, I have Doritos. Let's see, Doritos, Morguna.
You're gonna make me hungry.
Yeah, you want Doritos? Here.
Oh,
I
nice.
just dropped the sticker on the wall, or on the shoji screen.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
an
that's
actual,
ruining it.
like,
With VRChat
proper
Plus.
sticker and not, like, a shitpost sticker? Okay. So, a lot of these are related to VRChat Plus, so we can just move through these. Next one is, have you bought someone else VRChat Plus? I don't recall doing that, but you can actually drop VRChat Plus gifts for people now. That's the thing you could do. Has someone bought you VRChat Plus? Has anyone been gifted VRChat Plus at all?
Yes. Yes, actually.
Actually, also no.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had VRC Plus.
All right. Let's see. Someone, have you begged? I doubt anyone's done this here. Have you begged someone for VRChat Plus? Have you begged someone?
Not that desperate.
I have seen people doing that in Publix, and I have had total strangers do that to me.
Really?
That is very odd.
It is so fucked up.
Oh my god.
I mean, I've never
God.
Were they really like what were they?
No shame.
What were they? How desperate were they to get the VRChat
they
Plus?
offering?
Like what? Yeah. What exactly were they offering?
There's people that just know
What were
no
they
shame
They weren't offering
and are
anything.
very
They just
comfortable
rent.
and just
It's
ask
like, hey,
other people
well,
for
you-
free stuff.
Yeah.
Some people should have more shame.
Also, at least half of the people that I've bumped into that have just asked me off the wall really kind of inappropriate shit like that have still been visitors. So
Yeah.
they're looking for someone else to pay for the clout they need to be seen by other people in here so that they can, that the crash lobbies are just be otherwise unpleasant.
Well. Yeah, that's not surprising.
Anyway, Jackal.
Yeah.
With the VR family thing, the entire time I was thinking,
Do we
is there
want to
like
go
a
back to that?
Oh, I just wanted to say, like, I was thinking, like, oh, like, I didn't know VR had, like, a VRC had like a family sharing thing for like, I don't know.
Oh, you just had an
VRChat
innocent
Plus.
thought about it.
And then I heard you guys talking about
Roblox
it.
also
and I was
has
like,
something
oh.
similar, strangely enough.
Oh yeah, it's much worse than you. You are innocent. You are pure and innocent. My sweet child.
Are they friends of mine? I appreciate you kind of like a family, not like that.
You're doing it.
Adorable.
Yeah, just after
Making
the
it weird.
yeah, I'm making it weird. My
And I was
sweet
like,
summer
well,
child.
you know.
You have no idea.
Yes, I am a sweet summer child.
All right. Oh God. Okay, we're getting into a little deeper territory. This feels like a VRChat iceberg of usage here. Okay. Have you RP'd for 2 consecutive hours or more? Now here's the thing.